Hello there, my name is Rachel. Like to talk about animation, and today we'll talk about Clone High Season 2 or the reboot of Clone High Episode 7 and Episode 8. This two episode was kind of hilarious, especially about the song about the Seaman. It's not what you think, but at the same time, it's a double innuendo. It just works. But besides that, we all continue on that Abe actually feels sort of crushed because he won't admit he did something wrong to Ark who trying to understand and forget about him and focus on his boyfriend KFJ. But the only problem is Ark actually is realizing that maybe JFK is not everything she actually needs. He started to realize, yeah, maybe she made a bad choice. But I also enjoy JFK, who still cares about her, but also started ish realizing they sort of dropped it here, but at the same time they didn't because you find out something very interesting of JFK that he actually gets smarter if he's hot. I don't mean sexually, I mean he actually get like really hot temperatures, he gets smarter. It's sort of a kind of side effect being JFK. And yet, there's sort of surprised how smart JFK really is. He is that sophisticated sort of nerd who read the New Yorker that you feel he's sort of fooling himself, but honestly, he's just a nice guy who's very smart. And that is sort of surprising from JFK. It almost feels like it was Jekyll and Hyde. Jekyll being the smart JFK and Hyde being JFK, being that sort of sexual prouder. But besides that, it was sort of interesting because this episode, episode 7, shows how much JFK does care about Ark. Also realizing he sort of flaws who he is. Maybe he's not completely worth with Ark. And Ark also realizing she needs more. Like, especially what happened in episode 7, because you also have time with other side characters, specifically Frida and Cleo, that they may have feeling with each other, sort of accidentally develop over the situation they're actually stuck in, because the episode sort of forced them to be out in the middle of nowhere in the desert outside New York. Not New York, Las Vegas. But during this time, the principal left them so they can get help. But the principal, being the principal, gets sidetracked, becomes a DJ, have a drug addiction, and snort all Las Vegas for some apparent reason. Like, it's a running gag, but it works. But besides that, you also have another plot about some people are becoming cannibals outside of Las Vegas. Basically, a reference of the hills have eyes if you see that horror film. But besides that, it's all about Ark and JFK, their emotions and their feelings in understanding what is the sort of situation. Also, you also follow Harriet Tubman and Confucius. They sort of have to think for each other, but the other one doesn't know the other one exists because they sort of being kind of a simp in a way. Like, not, it was almost like a dating sort of online dating, but you know the person's next to you, but the other person doesn't know. Basically saying teenagers just over exaggerating things to make things more complicated. But it's fun. It's funny. It's part of the trope. And that, I think, it was kind of funny. This episode was just sort of dumb, enjoyable, sort of emotional-ish, and kind of funny. Especially Abe, he just won't admit he did something wrong, but at the same time he does admit it because he realized he was kind of wrong in a way. And you see the episode, you know what I'm talking about, because Abe, being Abe, tries to admit he's wrong. But besides that, episode 7 was fun. It was interesting, especially when it continues on. We left on that episode, episode 8. Episode 8 did sort of a time jump, sort of kind of define KFJ and Ark breaking up. And the council does not like that because the council want a power couple, because they like the idea these two candidates could actually control the world behind the scenes if they actually have a power couple. It makes sense to them. I thought that's sort of interesting that the two principals trying to ship them together once again, making romantic gestures, make everything sex ed for romantic. They even hired a sex ed teacher that is kind of creepy, very old, but at the same time, that's the trope. If you've seen a lot of teen dramas, oh yeah, it's a sex ed teacher, how hot she is, or he, or whatever gender they chose for that type of character. And she's really into Abe, but Abe doesn't want to, but he knows If he does sleep with a sex ed teacher, he has experience to sleep with her best friend's future girlfriend. And that is sort of interesting in a way. I mean, sort of not really. It's kind of nasty, but besides that, it was funny. It was out there, especially they want everybody being together. Sort of scenario so it can manipulate JFK and Ark to be together, and Abe just being Abe, like he saw something at the very top. Go back to normal. Looking around, everybody has his own partner except for Abe. Once again, Abe being Abe, trying to figure out how to get a couple, or at least trying to figure out how to get Art's good side to tell his emotions, but he's not sure how to. In the same time, Art doing the same thing, but with her a gimmick of the divorce by J by a turtle, but at the same time she wants to tell her emotions to sorry. Uh, I'm blanking now for some apparent reason. Arc, Honest A, there we go. I'm sorry. I'm right now my brain is sort of shattered. But besides that, I'm sorry. But all of that, especially how Art tells her emotions of A. Like she wants to, but not sure. Dealing with JFK, a divorce ish with a turtle because it's sort of a parody of his own child. It's a running gag. It works. But besides that, I think the most interesting thing is especially Harry and Toppin and Confucius becoming official couple, but you realize they're officially losers couple that you just enjoy because the two are very not powerful or realize who they are, but yet they're still enjoyable. They're sort of a dorkable couple who tries too hard to make love gesture to each other. But I enjoy it. I don't know you. Did you enjoy that sort of weird kind of parody of having a party convincing everybody they actually are a couple? But besides that, the whole episode was just innuendo after innuendo. The parody songs of Seaman and all the jokes that come with it. It's just, I wasn't expecting it. Also, Abe trying to sleep with the sex ed teacher, but he doesn't want to, but he kind of need to because his sort of friend convinced him because he needs to have confidence. Also, blackmailing him not to fall in love or tell his emotions to Ark. It's a ride. It's a fun, really dumb parody of love triangles. It's enjoyable, especially what happens to the very end of the divorce situation of Abe and Ark. That they want to have the turtle, but they don't. They share it, but at the very end, the turtle gets wiped and eaten by a eagle. So it's some paraphrasing, but it's something that I think no one really was expecting, but at the same time was very hilarious. I think I wasn't expecting that. Even they have an turtle, but they never really announced they have an turtle. It's something completely random and a running gag. It works, for at least for me. All of that, I feel everything just clicks for these two episodes. Now I have one question. How you felt about these two episodes? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Down below. Let me know. I got nothing else to say. Just thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and have a wonderful day. Bye.